Tapta Jivanam Kabibhiriritam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Sri Madatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Buridayanaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss, showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings spiritual welfare in life. The spiritual beauty, prosperity, and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers in the world who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to the suffering humanity. Om peace, peace, peace. Keep the door open. If someone comes suddenly, maybe one or two people, then you not have to get up. Unlock. Unlock. Okay. So, we are going to read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and here, which is, as we have just chanted, the verse from Bhagavat, which says that when you talk about mundane thing, your life becomes meaningless. But when you talk about God and holiness, or then you become a source of serving others. You serve others with nectar of bliss, because this world is all forest fire of suffering and pain. To find peace, one must have to go to God. And that God, how can he go? Those who are very busy in their day-to-day lifestyle, life situation, job, crises of different types, financial crises, emotional crises, everyone is going through so much hazard. So only one thing which can really take out all our burden, and that is the listening to God. So that's why this gospel is considered like that, of a source of nectar which will soothe our hearts. So we are reading the part with Sri Ramakrishna at about 5 o'clock, and it is in Narendra, Kali, Niranjan, and we are talking in the Kasipur Garden House. So it was a story of the Kasipur Garden House on April 9, 1886. And we all know Ramakrishna passed away in 1886, and it was 16th of August. So it is not far away, April and August, few months before Ramakrishna gave up his physical frame. And then we find that Ramakrishna could not speak much. But at that still, he is so full of love and compassionate for his future children. Who are the children? Latu, Naren, Vivekananda, future, Rakhal. So that was the discussion. We read it last time. And that continuation now, in this context, Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on his bed in the big hall upstairs where Ramakrishna passed away also. It was evening. M was alone in the room and he was fanning the master. April means hot summer in Bengal that time. And there is no other fan, so hand fan. So M is fanning Sri Ramakrishna. And Narendra, Kali said one day at Goya, Narendra sang many classical songs. That means here is Narendra is also still there, so the discussion came about his experience when he went to Gaya. We are talking about Gaya, Bodha Gaya, where Bodha Gaya is where Buddha's illumination, Buddha's sadhana, Buddha's spiritual practice went. So, the discussion came and talking about Narendra was talking about Buddha and Buddha's philosophy. So this is the discussion, Sri Ramakrishna and Buddha. What is the view of Sri Ramakrishna? That discussion was continuing. So it came to this point that Narendra was saying, Ramakrishna remained silent. Narendra became more and more enthusiastic about Buddha. And Narendra is talking about how great his renunciation was. He was born a prince. He renounced everything. And he was appreciating the Buddhism foundation is renunciation. So similarly, it may can't I কোনাটায় ওই উপরে this কোনায় আর তো কেউ নেই বাস 6 feet distance. So Buddha, then Buddha's renunciation is the most important thing which Swami Vivekananda is appreciating. He was a prince and he has so much wealth, pleasure, all joys and fun of life, but he had the courage to give up everything and become a mendicant monk. Sri Rama, and she says that Vyasa was even such a person. Vyasadeva, who is Vyasadeva? Vyasa, who is the composer of the Brahma Sutra, aphorism on Brahman, who is the foundation of Vedanta. Brahma Sutra, Vyasa, Vyasadeva. When we celebrate the Guru Purnima, we think that it is our Guru's affair. It is no Guru's affair. It is Guru's Guru is Vyasa. It is his birthday. Whole of India celebrates Guru Purnima. That Guru Purnima day is the Vyasa's birthday.
This year it comes on 4th of July.
4th of July. Oh, this year it is coming on 4th of July, Guru Purnima. Same day. But anyhow, but even he is such a man of Vedantic realization. He was a householder. So when his son, Shukadev, he is an ever-free child, no? Shukadev was born in Vyasa's as son. Vyasadeva is the father. Shuka is the child. When he was born, he has so much of renunciation. Shukadev just started walking. And father was affectionate. He's running after this child and saying, "Stop, stop, come back, my son, my son, my son." So Swamiji is saying, see, even Vyasa, his conduct, he forbade his own son, Sukadeva, not to, because my son practiced religion as a householder. He's saying, I want to be renounced. He's giving up everything and running for God. But here, his father is established in Brahma Jnana, no? Composing all the 4 Vedas. We get, credit goes to Vyasa. How the entire mantra was classified. This is Rig Veda, this is Sama Veda, this is Jajur Veda, this is Atharva Veda. It is done in the brain, not computer like today's. And he created 4 teachers for each one in charge of Rig Veda, expert, another Sama Veda like that. Such a talented person, such a man of wisdom, but because he has affection for his son, he could not bear with the son renouncing and going away. He is saying that, okay, why are you renouncing? Stay at home and realize God. So this is the beauty of Buddha, and Buddha renounced everything. That's the appreciation of Buddha. And renunciation, not only that, is urged to practice spiritual discipline. He said, let my body wither away here if I don't attain nirvana. No? He took a seat and he resolved. How much is our resolution? We sit for 1 hour, in this short time we want to, oh my God, my leg is hurting and this and that, then we try to run away. We want to stretch our leg and body like that. And he took a resolution. The iha shane shushatu me shariram. Buddha said that I am sitting here now. And in this asana posture, let my body wither away. Yasane shushatu me shariram tvak asti mangso. Skin, flesh, bone, let them be segregated. Aprappa bodhing, if I don't realize that bodhi, buddhatta, the state of awakening, I am not going to get up from this seat. What a religion. And he sat like that. And that he gradually became emaciated. We see some Buddhist figure, you will see that bone and skin and bone, no? And then he got to know that about the middle path. Sujata brought some rice pudding. And then he partake of that. So, such a firm resolution. That was Buddha. And Swamiji is appreciating that. This body indeed is the great enemy. Can anything be achieved without chastising it? Swamiji is in the big fire of renunciation. He's saying, if you pamper the body, will you get anything? Huh? You have to chastise it. But understand, it is Vivekananda, it is Buddha, not you, not we. We have our limit. Don't cross the limit. Then it will be a problem again to take care of the body. No? Shashi Maharaj, Swami Ramakrishna in the future, he said, but it is you who say that one develops sattva quality by eating meat. You insist that one should eat meat. Swamiji sometimes, he says that, be strong. If you have a strong body, how can you meditate? So Shashi Maharaj is quoting that. You say the other day that you would eat meat to become strong, and now you are saying fast. What shall I take? That's why Swamiji's words very difficult to catch, because inspired in one mood, he will emphasize one side, another day emphasizing another side. So that's why Narendra said, I eat meat, no doubt, but I can also live without, on rice, mere rice, or even without anything. So you be like that, eat meat, don't eat, be with food, without food, be like me then. That means he's inspiring his Guru Bhais, other brother disciples, that we should be strong, at the same time mental strength should be very strong, so that resolution should be for God realization, very strong resolution. Narendra. After a few minutes, Sri Ramakrishna broke his silence. Ramakrishna is lying down, and this discussion is going on between Narendra and Shashi, and other was Rakhal, all this discussion going on. And Ramakrishna is lying down, his feeble voice, listening to this discussion. Then he said, after a few minutes, Sri Ramakrishna broke his silence. He asked Narendra by a sign, because he could not speak much, whether he had seen a tuft hair of Buddha's head. That means you go to Bodh Gaya, you will find Buddha statues are there, no? And they have kept probably exact looking how Buddha used to look, probably that type. So he's saying, did you see the tuft hair in the head of Buddha? Narendra, no sir. He seems to have a sort of crown. His head seems to be covered by strings of Rudraksha beads placed on top of one another. We see sometimes, Buddha's head, something like round and round and round. They are beads, mala. Many malas made it. But not, people think that it is it is a matted lock maybe. No, it is not matted lock. It is the rosary. Rudraksha rosary.
You are using tupi.
Ah, yeah. Master said, and how look at his eyes? Because Ramakrishna had the vision, no? He is matching with that. What he saw when visited Bodh Gaya, that eyes and her other features matches with his vision. Master said, and his eyes? Narendra says, they show that he is in Samadhi. Ramakrishna again became silent. Narendra and other devotees looked at him intently. Suddenly, a smile lighted his face, and he began to talk to Narendra. Still, M was fanning him. Now, Sri Ramakrishna started conversing with Naren. What he said? Master, to Naren, well, here you find everything. Every ordinary red lentils and tamarind. Is it not so? Narendra, after experiencing all those states, you are now dwelling on a lower plane. M. Yes, after realizing all those ideals, he is now living as a bhakta, as a devotee of God. Master says, someone seems to be holding me to a lower plane. Now, in between, because Sri Ramakrishna has experienced all this state of Buddha, all the Samadhi, everything has been experienced. So, Sri Ramakrishna says, where you find here everything. This is the beauty of avatars. They sometimes reveal themselves to their own intimate people. He is revealing to M, then Vivekananda, future Ramakrishna Ananda, saying, you went there to find Buddha, realization, experience, you ran away from here, you will find here, everything is here. To understand this is very difficult. Sometimes people, I see that, coming to Sri Ramakrishna, listening to his wonderful life and character, they still try to find something else from outside. As if it is not here, and you will find somewhere else. But in Ramakrishna's life, he has done so much. Every spiritual feeling, emotions, experiences are there. So what you find in Bodh Gaya, that ecstasy, that total absorption, you can find it here. It is here. So he is saying like that here you find everything. Even ordinary red lentils and tamarind, is it not? That means it's ordinary, most ordinary experiences to the highest experience. You can find everything available in here. That means read the life of Ramakrishna in such a way that you understand that all philosophies, this morning we are talking about, no? All philosophies, all ideals, if you really watch critically, you will find that all are there. They are talking about in the Vedas, no? In the Upanishads, all ideas are there. So Sri Ramakrishna is the embodiment of the Vedas. Swami Vivekananda says he is the culmination or concentrated form of the 3,000 years of spiritual sadhana of all spiritual traditions of India. Swamiji's idea is like that. In him you find every ideal manifested in his life. He practiced all. That's why he's called the harmonizer of all religious ideals. So Narendra said, after experiencing, Narendra is explaining what the meaning? Meaning that after experiencing all these states, what Buddha has done, what Christ in the life has experienced, or in the stages of, 7 stages of what we call the Samadhi, in the Yoga path, in the Jnana path, in the Bhakti path, you have Ramakrishna, he is pointing to Sri Ramakrishna saying, after experiencing all these states, you are now dwelling on a lower plane. Now you have come down and you are keeping yourself, your mind, connected with the physical level. That's why you are behaving like a human being. You are acting as ordinary sufferer of cancer. M also says to himself, yes, after realizing all those ideals, he is now living as a bhakta. Now bhakta means devotee, because he is like a child of God. Ramakrishna, when he is this point of time, he is in there like a child. His mother, whatever mother does, that spirit is a childlike, child to mother relationship. Saying this, Sri Ramakrishna took the fan from him's hand and said, as I see this fan directly before me, in exactly the same manner have I seen God. And I have seen. See, this has no parallel. It's most ordinary. Aim was fanning in the hand, and this discussion was going on. Sri Ramakrishna said, here you will find everything in here. Simple word. But that meaning has been explained by Vivekananda. That means after experiencing all the states of flights of spiritual experience, now you are now dwelling in a lower plane. M clarified that much more. In the lower plane means that you are living as a bhakta, as a devotee. I am the child of mother, no? And then suddenly see that, a drama, a master suddenly took away the hand fan from M's hand. And see what he says. As I see this fan and holding it directly, no, the fan, if I hold this, I'm holding it directly. There is no confusion, there is no imagination. Is it right? Is it wrong? I will have to see God. I will have to see this. No, I have just holding this fan as concrete. I have the same way directly before me, in exactly the same manner. I have seen God, and I have seen. As soon as he said, with these words, he placed his hand on his heart and asked Naren by a sign, can you tell me what I said? Because he will be his future preacher, no? He's preparing Narendra to understand who is Ramakrishna. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, when Swami Vivekananda was requested to write a biography of Vivekananda, what he said? I am not capable of writing about him because he's so great. If I write down, I will not be able to represent him. Then he said, shall I create a monkey? While trying to create a Shiva Lingam. Instead of Shiva, I can create a monkey. That means I will distort. Ramakrishna is so vast. Ramakrishna's philosophy, Ramakrishna's experiences, Ramakrishna's different modes of everyday's presence. It is not humanly possible to apprehend, to understand. That's why he said, I am not fit to write his life. Could you believe that Vivekananda says that I am not? Who will be fit for? Then we talk about Ramakrishna. I see how much we understand it. We always make a monkey of a divine form, which is called the Deva form, divine form, distorted form. So Ramakrishna is it's a state where no one can reach that state. That's why he says, with the words, Ramakrishna placed his hand here in his heart and asked by a sign, can you tell me what I said? Do you explain? Narendra said, I have understood. Then again, aim is Master Mosai, not Master Mosai, the Lord Ramakrishna saying, tell me, Narendra, I didn't hear you well. Sri Ramakrishna said again by a sign, I have seen that he, capital, and the one who dwells in me, in my heart, are one and the same. What does it mean? He, as his own words, he, I have seen that he, I have seen as I am seeing you, I have seen he and the one who dwells in me, my heart, are one and the same person. Aham Brahmasmi. Who is he, that, and this. Who is there, he is here. That's the whole Vedanta is called the what? Mahavakya, great dictum. Right? Aham Brahmasmi. So, I have experienced that. I have seen. He's using the word seen means as if tangible to understand. God cannot be seen through these eyes. That is sure. But what Sri Ramakrishna is talking, he's not talking to basic Vedanta students. Talking to Vivekananda, talking to M, talking to Shashi, talking to Rakhal. They are there. And revealing his own inner secrets. He said that he, I have experienced that, who was he and who is in me. We say Jivatman, Paramatman. Jivatman, the Jiva side, if you can get out, and Paramatma, he is the controller of the world, that idea is taken out. That same consciousness, that is this, at one. I have experienced it, I have seen it. I have seen that he, capital, and the one who dwells in my heart are one and the same person, P capital. Narendra says, yes, yes. What is yes? Shoham. I am he, master. But only a line divides the two, that I may enjoy the divine bliss. I have experienced that. That and these are one. But there is a line of division, a fine line of division, so that I can enjoy, I can experience, I can enjoy the bliss. So, that is the point. This is called the Bhavamukh. But I come this side, otherwise my eyes have to be turned. Go. So, it says that Bhavamukha. Na? Did you read the Great Master, that chapter, Bhavamukha? Read Great Master, very deep, deep book. Rather reading Upanishads and Gita, will be, that is much deeper book. It is to be read. But good that to make the background of a Vedantic background, then reading that will give more sense, more understanding. So what he said? Bhavamukha. That means he's standing on the threshold, as if I see but don't see, like a glass case. Difference on that side and this side, with a fine thin layer of a distinct clear glass. So it says that that is the distinction. I am one, but I am not one. Little difference. What is that? As if you are touching, but you are not becoming merged into it. If that barrier is gone, then you are one. So it is called the keeping a little separation by pure sattva, sattiko mind, then you can enjoy. Enjoying means enjoyer, enjoyable object, and instrument of enjoyment. Three things. There should be I, observer, so some object should be there, and someone to connect with it, as we see. No? So similarly, to understand this, who is that? Brahman, Atman, Aham Brahmasmi, one, and Samadhi. But when you come down, you come back into the realm of the mind, Sri Ramakrishna live in that state of bhavamukha, not in ordinary level like us. We live in the ordinary level. We are talking about yesterday. Asti bhati priya nama rupa. No? Yesterday we read it. I forgot. What is asti bhati priya?
Existence, consciousness, bliss.
Sat Chit Ananda. We talked about that. And added with name and form. If you don't pay attention to name and form, everything is asti bhati priya, in different. That's why I told you yesterday also, that example of the animal cookies. All different names and forms, shapes and sizes. But the item is the same, Satchidananda. No? It is there, you see a form, it is revealing, and you touch in your tongue, it is sweet. So Satchidananda. So everything is Satchidananda. Only different name and form. So to enjoy that, after experiencing that, he comes down and keeps a separation. That is Sri Ramakrishna says. But only a line divides the two. Why? That I may enjoy divine bliss. Narendra is talking to M. Great souls, even after their own liberation, retain the ego and experience the pleasure and pain of the body, that they may help others to attain liberation. It is like coolie worker. Coolie means those who are laborer, laboring worker. We perform coolie work under compulsion, but the great souls do so of their own sweet pleasure. Here coolie means servant. We are bound to, it is put upon me, I am to do this work. I am crumbled now. It's a fear. Fear, pain, no? But these spiritual people, Ramakrishna-like people, they have no need of their own. They come down for the good of the humanity. They keep this body identity little. That's why they eat, they talk, that's the Jivan Mukta state we talk about in the what? Where? In the chapter 2, Sthita Pragya, in the chapter 2nd, chapter 12th chapter, what is the sign of a Bhagavad Bhakta? So all these ideas are given there. That is Jivan Mukta state. So, more than Jivan Mukta, but you are talking about ordinary people, but is Ramakrishna-like people, they are for the good of humanity. Christ, Buddhas, Ramas, Krishnas, a category by themselves. They are not under compulsion. See, that is the point. Understand. How we are born? Why we are here?
To fulfill past desires.
Aye. And we have no escape. We'll have to go through it. My karma will goad me. You have no escape. Huh? And astrologers will say, hey, this star and this star and this star is causing this difficulty for you. But why this star and star and star came in your life now? Because of your karma. You are bound to be here. You are sure to go through this experience. But Ramakrishna is like that? No. He has come out of his compassion. I give the example. They're in a prison. They're at prison. Those who have committed some mistakes or something, they are imprisoned there. And also, the chief of police or the superintendent of the jail, he is also have an office inside. He is also under the bar. But one, he has the freedom, and he is there to look after the good of the prisoners. He is inside the prison. He is also inside the prison. And the person who is committed something, he is also in the prison. But are they same? The boss, superintendent, he can come anytime out. No one can stop. But the prisoner, Can he come out? No. We are like prisoners in this world. We are born due to our karma. No escape. My prarabdha. Prarabdha, your fate. What is your fate? Who has created your fate? You, but you are bound to go through this. You cannot get out. We give the example. Take a rifle and a gun and then shoot it. When the bullet is still within, you can change the direction. But when you are triggered in one corner and it is out of the mouth, now what is the fate of this bullet? Can he change himself? Oh, I'm going to hit this. I want to go this side. I want to be good. No. Good, bad is nothing. You are forced to go in that way. But the avatars come, the holy people come for their own freedom, for the good of others they come. So they are free, accepted this type of bondage by their grace. That's why Shankara says, no? Samayaya, by his own maya, dehovaniva, they have accepted a deha, means physical body, as if he is like us, as if he is born. How he comes? Saprayojana abhave opi. He has no need of being born like that and undergo through all these troubles of life, no? Asaprayojana abhave opi bhutanu jigrikshaya. To be compassionate to the created beings for their liberation and freedom. God himself comes down. So you see, two people, though they seem to be same, Christ also walked on the streets of Jerusalem. Ramakrishna walked on the street of Calcutta, and Dakshineshwar went to Jairambati, went to Kamarpukur. No? We also go. The two people are same. Ramakrishna also there and we are also same. Apparently they look same. One is forced to be there by our karma. And those who have no karma, but still they do this for good of humanity. So this is the distinction here is been said. It is like a coolie worker. Coolie means what you call the slave labor. Like a slave labor, he is bound to do work. He has no freedom. He will get a whip if he does not do. But who will whip? The boss. Ramakrishna also, whip has come, cancer, but he is not affected by it. So many things in life came, he is not touched by anything. That is the greatness of the avatars. But every action, what they do for the good of all. Narendra then says, again all fell into silence. After a time, Sri Ramakrishna resumed the conversation. Master again said to Narendra and others, the roof is clearly visible, but it is extremely hard to reach it. You see, goal, it can be seen in our spiritual life. We all have a goal. We all talk. Goal is God realization, to attain to peace, perfect peace, attain joy. No? It is easy to say, but to reach is difficult. There you need all your sadhana, spiritual practice, surrender, dhyana, japa, selfless work, dedication, compassion, sympathy, empathy, all these noble characteristics. And a yogic term, yama niyama asana. Yama niyama asana, yama. What are the yama? Ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha. That means non-injury, truthfulness, non-stealing, brahmacharya, celibacy, and non-receiving, hankering for gifts. And niyama, purification, shaucha, contentment of the mind, santosa, tapa, austerity, shraddhayo, study of the scriptures, and japa, and surrender to God. So these are the principles through which one can reach gradually, mind becomes pure and they can go towards the truth realized. So that's why Sri Ramakrishna here talking in a very fine language. So Master says that the roof is clearly visible, but it is extremely hard to reach. Then Naren says, yes, sir. Then again Sri Ramakrishna said, but if someone who has already reached, it drops down a rope, he can pull another person up. You are struggling, you have to go. Your own capacity is lacking, but some help comes from above. Someone drops a rope and then pulls you. That means Guru, holy people, spiritual people coming in our life and guiding us, boosting us, and that becomes easy to reach that goal. That's why you call saranagata, surrender. You have to surrender to God. Then, but if someone who has already reached, but he should have to be there. Not that he himself standing here and throws a rope to you and with that rope you cannot go up. He should be there himself and then drop the rope. That's why a guru should be not an idiot. He should be, at least he has achieved certain thing to pull somebody. No? That's why our guru is Ramakrishna. He has enormous power. He can lift all of us. Yeah. And Ramakrishna said that it is like a boat, no? The country boat. If country boat can help one or two people to lift, and it's a ship, big ship, thousands and thousands of people can be. Those type of cruises. In one big cruise you can have 2,000, 3,000 people they can accommodate. No? So these are the avatar is like that. They can give shelter, they can pull us, and cruise journey is good, I heard. They give good food and you have enormous thing to diverse types of fun, joy, everything is there. So people go for excursion or for enjoyment, no? So you want to enjoy spiritual life, so get into the boat, big cruise, Ramakrishna cruise. And if you can enter there, nothing to worry about. It will take you one destination to the another destination, to another destination, to the culmination. And for your food, you don't think about food is plenty, I hear. In the cruise, they cannot eat so much. They give so much of food. So in spiritual food...
Cruise will not be like Titanic.
Titanic. Oh no, that's a different thing. And the avatar has power. He can stop the Titanic, that storm. He can stop it. So, and can give shelter. It gives good shelter, it gives good food, but enjoy spiritual life, enjoyment of spiritual. Meaning what? What it means? You take shelter at the feet of an avatar, then you are so free. Don't worry anything. He will take care of everything. Your food, stay, all your other amusement, fun, exercise, swimming, everything is in the cruise. Yoga station, exercise center, whatever you need. Everything is available there. Free. Only you take refuge in the cruise of Ramakrishna, or cruise of Krishna, or cruise of Christ. Christ cruise. But you have to take refuge. You cannot keep half mind in the other side. And I am holding another side, the cruise. Cruise will leave and your hand will fall down. Because your attention should be to hold the feet of the Lord in both hands. So refuge means that. So this is a wonderful idea that someone who has already reached It drops down a rope. He can pull another person. Once, a sadhu from Rishikesh came to Dakshineshwar. He said to me, "How amazing! I find 5 kinds of samadhi manifested in you." Ramakrishna is revealing this truth. And one holy man came from Himalayas. Many people used to come to Dakshineshwar because Rani Rasmani, the founder, she had organized that any sadhu comes, they will get their meals here. They will get, if they want to cook for themselves, that's okay. Or if they can get the prasad of Mother Kali, no? Free for sadhus. So naturally, and on the bank of Ganga, many sadhus used to come. So once a sadhu came, he came from Rishikesh in the Himalayas, and came to Dakshineshwar, and he said, because he is a sadhu, good, highly accomplished monk, he said, what he said? "How amazing! I find 5 kinds of samadhi manifest in you." 5 kinds of samadhi, I do not know what are the 5 kinds, because it is not mentioned here. But we know samadhi will be nirvishesh, nirvikalpa samadhi, savishesh samadhi, savikalpa samadhi, sananda samadhi, sananda, sasmita. There are in yogic term, there are several types of samadhi. And he says, I see in you all this samadhi you have attained. Because those people who have experienced themselves, they can check in others, no? A scientist can understand another scientist, yeah? A philosopher can understand another philosopher, no? A mathematician can understand another excellence of another mathematician. So a spiritual person can experience, understand another a real, genuine spiritual person.
So he would only be able to realize that Ramakrishna had these 5 samadhis if he himself also experienced it.
Yeah, of course. Or he knows, or he has read. But he's a good, very good sadhu. Otherwise, how can one just seeing Ramakrishna could recognize? Ramakrishna is very difficult to recognize. The Holy Mother Ramakrishna very difficult to realize. Because you go to other ascetics, there will be some sign of their external austerity. Someone will have a long hair, curly, what we call the matted lock. Some may have some smearing ashes. He is most ordinary, wearing ordinary cloth, talking like that, and he has a stammering when he used to talk, little stammering, no? Ramakrishna used to do, I heard that. So, seeing that type of person, who will understand he's an ordinary person or he is avatar? Who will know that? But he could understand. That greatness, great people can understand another great person. Just as a monkey climbs in a tree, now he is talking about 5 types of samadhi maybe. 5 kinds of samadhi. How your mind, they're in the Setasyatar Upanishad or some Upanishad it is there. Here sometimes Ramakrishna said, your mind is climbing up in the head like a monkey. Whoop, and whoop, and whoop, and whoop. Like a monkey, your Kundalini power jumps like that. He says, just as a monkey climbs a tree, jumping from branches to another, so also does the Mahabhayu, the great energy, rises in the body, jumping from one center to another center, and one goes into Samadhi. One feels the rising of the great energy as though it were the movement of a monkey. Thakur can only say, who knows? Or who have had that, they can say. So, Samadhi may be possible by different ways. That's an ant. Sometimes ant is moving, no? How ant moves, you see? It goes straight. No? Kur, 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 kur. Snake. So those are the descriptions. We do not know. So monkey example. Ramakrishna said that I felt like that. No? This one type of samadhi you can get. You just hop, 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 and goes here and stays. Zoom. That's lost. Our external thing is lost. Another, just as a fish darts about in the water and roams in a great happiness, so also does the Mahavayu, moves upward in the body, and one goes into the Samadhi. One feels the rising of the great energy as though it were the movement of a fish. Fish does not go straight. It does not jump, but it goes. Is it not? Did you see fish was movement? In aquarium, always you find so here it moves like that, goes up. Why it comes so late? 5 minutes are there. So it is a great energy as though it were the movement of a fish. Second. Third is another, like a bird, hopping from one branch to another branch. Hop, hop, like a monkey. But monkey is one type and birds hopping is something else. So, like a bird hopping from one branch to another, the Mahavayu, great energy, moves from one tree, in the tree of the body. It is like this is a tree, and in this tree, this body tree, now to this branch and now to that branch. One feels the rising of the great energy as though it were the movement of a bird. Next, like the slow creeping of an ant. Just I mentioned it. Mahavayu rises from center to center when it reaches the Sahasrara. Here is the Sahasrara. Sahasrara means where the 1,000-petal lotus is here. At the top. So it says, when it reaches the Sahasrara, one goes into Samadhi. There you go, bas. All are going and ending here, Samadhi. So 5 types of Samadhi like that. Another is said, Sahasrara goes into Samadhi, one feels the rising of the great energy as though it were movement of an ant. Now, like the wriggling of a snake. Fish movement is one type, that's also wriggles. But snake movement is. So, wriggling of the snake, the Mahavayu rises in a zigzag way along the spinal column till it reaches the Sahasrara, and one goes into Samadhi. One feels the rising of the great energy as though it were a movement of a snake, Rakhal to the other devotees. Let us stop here. He has already talked a good deal. It will aggravate his illness. This discussion was going on, but Rakhal loved Ramakrishna very much. He said, he's talking too much, no? Then his throat will be bothered, and the blood may come out, and he may not be, to repair that it will take longer time. So he said, no, you need not have to talk anymore. See, these Chela Chamundas, they take control over the Guru. He's the attendant, is taking care of Ramakrishna. Anyhow, out of love. Out of love, he says, stop, now you have to, don't stay anymore because it will hurt you. So see, this is the uniqueness of Ramakrishna. Very difficult to understand Ramakrishna. Lives like an ordinary. And the spirituality, the depth, the greatness, very difficult. Is only one sadhu came and said, in you I find 5 types of samadhi, no? Now you understand 5 types of samadhi. What is the 5 types of samadhi? First one is the great energy. It will be climbing like a hopping monkey. Monkey, one branch to another branch, another branch. Next will be like a fish. It darts its way and goes up. All rising in the spinal column. But different feeling of each experience is different. Then like a bird hopping, and then the ant, creamy, and the snake. The snake ant, then bird, then ant, and then bird and monkey. So,
question. So can one get into samadhi in the heart? Because I hear.
heart is starting point.
Oh, okay, that's the starting point.
You have to start there. Heart, you have to starting point. So people start here. That's very wrong. You are here in the ground. You in one jump want to go to the roof. Third floor. This is what? Third floor. Fourth floor of the house. No? 1, 2, 3. Three lower chakras. This is the fourth chakra. So you one jump, I am in the fourth floor. Yeah, if you have a good lift, you have paid enough, your good karma, your mind is pure, you are much more meditated, you did selfless work, and you are developed. So it's the fourth floor. But you don't want to be fourth floor, you like to go to fifth, sixth floor. Just samadhi, before samadhi. Why do you do that? That's why many people don't understand. They want to go to the sixth floor at a time. Because I like light, I like light, much light. You like, but if you are not fit for that level and your day-to-day life is not so much pure and controlled, yogis could have done, because they have lived a very austere life, pure life, celibate life, food regulated, sleep regulated. No? They can train themselves first starting. But for ordinary people, if we start there, it's good. Everyone feels good. But many people I have seen, they come back with some reaction. And then they do not know how to solve that problem, because you say, working on the nerves, কিছু আছে? Nerve, on the nervous system, it can be very negative. So, this is some question. Oh, one question only. Oh, Baba. Okay. Here is one question. His question is that how do we know that we are moving towards higher spiritual plane, that we are becoming more spiritual? So, yes, how do we know? Yes, there is a check if anyone puts another question. Yes, we know if we are progressing towards God or not. What are the signs? Signs will be that your mind will be inclined for meditation, for reading good books, for prayers. Your mind will be hankering, where is some spiritual talk, to spend with that, not with mundane talks. As much as we become progressing towards God, Ramakrishna said, as much as you move towards God, the world will fall back. If you move towards east, west will be automatically. One step you go, one step you are away from the east, if you go to the west, no? So if God is our goal, if we go that side, God is peace, God is joy, God is pure, God is stainless. So if you move towards God, you will imbibe those characters in your life. Your characteristics will be changed. You will be lovable, more lovable. You will see the goodness in others. You will be thinking, whoever loves God, he is my friend. There is a word. Je jan Krishna bhaje, se hoy amar pran re. There is a statement that bhajago, bhajagouranga, kahagouranga, lahagouranger naam re. We can say Bhaja Ramakrishna, Laha Ramakrishna, গাহ রামকৃষ্ণের নাম রে, যে জন রামকৃষ্ণ ভজে সে হয় আমার প্রাণ রে। Meaning, you bhaja, you sing the glory of Ramakrishna, bhaja Ramakrishna. Kaha Ramakrishna, talk about Ramakrishna. Kaha Ramakrishna, bhaja Ramakrishna, kaha Ramakrishna. Gaho Ramakrishna's gan re. You sing the glories and sing the chants of Sri Ramakrishna. Na? And je jan Ramakrishna bhaje. Anywhere you find someone is chanting the name of Ramakrishna, he laughs. He is my bosom friend. He is a friend from my heart-to-heart friend. Not that I am my friend with my school days friend, not that my colleague in the workplace. They are not my friend. But he who chants the name of God, he is my friend. So this is the sign that our love for God will increase. We have our sign that we will be more peaceful, we will be more adjustable, we will learn how to adjust in the life. We may be very impatient much more. But as we go towards God, because God endures everything, no? So when you go to, you get the godly characteristics. Your mind will be peaceful, you will be less agitated, less angry, less disturbed under the circumstances. And you will see a spiritual outlook will develop. As I said, God resides in the heart of all. So if I can serve anyone, your heart will be, tendency will come to how you can serve others, how you can do anything to anyone. Ramakrishna said, Vivekananda said, if you can give just a little smile for any reason, if you can give a little joy to anyone by your effort, you think your life is successful. So this is very important that we progress towards it. That means we love God, we love what our spiritual practice will force us to do, that we will be finding joy when someone is chanting the name of God. Praying and reading some books on Ramakrishna or spiritual thing, your heart will be swelling in joy. So these are the simple signs. Another question has come. The impulse zero. The spiritual journey that we are on, is it ever ascending? Does every birth bring us closer to realization than the one before? Or one step closer to God and self-realization with every birth? I do not know, but I think, spiritual journey is not in a straight line. It does not happen. Spiritual life is always, what you say, it is a sine curve. You can all understand. You are practicing meditation, no? Today you are in very good mood. You sat and your mind was very cheerful, no? And now, next day, you see, mind is not cooperating. You sat for 1 hour and disturbed mood, go. So life also, but mind it. Whether the mind is cheerful or not cheerful, if we continue our sadhana, that is life after life we are going, we are progressing in the axis line. Your starting point is here, you are doing good, not good, bad, down, and again little time, I am happy, little good, and again going down. But you see how much you have progressed. So in spiritual life, there is no loss. Gita says, Shralpam apiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. You practice little bit of spirituality, you need not have to go back. But if our karma is something, I do some bad karma, then I may have to go back in another animal body or somebody in my next life. But that does not deter my past progress. Where we end, we start again.
Maybe you come back like Mark's cat we have here.
Yeah. I can give you another example. This is my favorite example I always give. Suppose I am in Hollywood, I want to go to San Francisco. So now I was to go, I thought that I will drive all the way straight to San Francisco. But on the way, after reaching Santa Barbara, I thought, bah, it's a nice place. Here is a beach, nice beach, and there is some hotel. Acha, oh, why not I stay and have some time, fun here? Okay, you go and stay. You take your car. You have driven up to that far and taking the car, and you enter into the Santa Barbara or wherever in the journey. And then you stay there, or one night you have some fun, or you go to the beach, eat some nice food, and spend one night. You may think, I'll spend another day. Okay, spend another day, another day. Okay, no. But when you think again to come, you just take your car again, and in the freeway, then again you drive to St. Louis Obispo. And then St. Louis Obispo, you say, wow, it is also a good place. What is going on here? What is going on there? It is only delayed. In between, you may have your own karma that may take you some gap, but nothing is lost, nothing goes wrong. But we should be focused. What is the use of distracting myself from my goal? We should be remembering that I have done enough distractions and enough what you call exit. So exit we go, come back through the exit. Journey. So in spiritual life, as much as scripture says, nothing is lost. But this human life is most precious. If we can utilize it the best possible way, then in this life we can make a good progress. By God's grace, His rope will hang and we will hold that, and then they will put into the cruise, Ramakrishna cruise. Thank you. Jaima, thank you for the beautiful questions, and thank for being here. And we'll continue this. We do not know when to open, because though there are different directions are coming to start opening these centers. If it is possible, we'll try, but not now. So we'll see what happens. But this is the way we are communicating with you. It would have been better if we could see you all face to face. But anyhow, you are seeing me, and I see you through this phone, or you see what are the questions and these things. So stay well, Mother bless you, and we are all safe and sound up to till now. And this procession was very peaceful yesterday, though it was scary and information was so difficult from different perspectives. We are all well by Mother's grace, by Ramakrishna's grace. So I pray for all of you, and I end with the chant. Om Shanti, 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat, Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. By the by, tomorrow there will be the Bhagavad Gita class at 7:30 here, and Swami Shottamayananda will be giving the class. Thank you.